Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Talking Housewives with Dee. I'm Dee, and today we are talking about The Real Housewives of Rhode Island, Season 1, Episode 7. And this will be the only show we're going to be talking about for a while because, this is all we got. Beverly Hills is off the air. I think the next Housewives show that's going to air, and it usually airs in July, is Orange County. Now, can I recap Orange County? I don't know. I don't know, you guys. I usually like to binge watch that. Like, I'll let 3 episodes pass by and I'll watch it. It's just, there are housewives that, they're not my favorite. And there's housewives that I genuinely do not like. And I do not like Emily. I don't like her. And then I'll be honest, I don't really like Jen. There's something about the way that they handled the Katie situation that did not sit well with me. And I don't know. I don't know. Even yeah, Katie was a liar. I said that before. But it was something about them, and I wasn't on board with that. But yeah, maybe I'll recap it. I gotta think long and hard about this. I don't know. I have a feeling that we only have like a couple more episodes of Rhode Island, so I probably will have to recap Orange County. But yeah, that's it. Let's hop into this episode, all right? Let's do it. So we start off, the girls, they're still at the castle. Rula's not here, by the way. We should just mention that. She never showed up. So we have Rosie on FaceTime with her husband, Ashley on FaceTime with Jared, and then we have not Alicia. Sorry, guys, the names. I know who they are, it's just the names. We have Kelsey and Joellen on the phone with Joellen's husband, Gary. Okay. So, Ashley and Jared, they're talking. Jared said he's gonna go to some event on Saturday, and Ashley's like, "No, I told you that was like the Jonas Brothers concert." And then we have Kelsey and Joellen talking to Gary about what happened with Kelsey and Rosie last night. And then Rosie's talking to Rich, and Rosie is telling him what happened, and Rich is like, "Listen, she talked about your job and your house and all that because she doesn't have a job, she doesn't have a house. She's just projecting onto you." And low key, yeah, I kind of feel like that too. I kind of feel like that. Remember, Rosie's not my favorite person. She's not my favorite person. She gives very much Ashley and Whitney vibes, but I do agree with her husband, like 100%. I feel like it's some of that going on there for some reason. I mean, okay, sorry. I'm jumping ahead. Okay. So yeah. After, they do that little scene with the FaceTime calls, the ladies, they go down to breakfast and everyone's there except for Joellen and Kelsey. So Rosie's not feeling good. She says she's throwing up all night. She feels nauseous, blah, blah. She's like, maybe I'm just sick of Kelsey's bullshit because I didn't eat a lot and I didn't even drink a lot. So she's not feeling good. So they're all eating, and then here comes Joellen and Kelsey. Rosie says hi to Kelsey. Kelsey ignores her. She flips her hair, whatever, sits down. And I was trying to figure out who Kelsey reminds me of. And then I'm like, it's like her looks kind of, but mostly her voice. She reminds me of Sammy from Jersey Shore. I don't know. It's just like the way she talks and everything. Just a little observation. So yeah. So it's like break the tension down a little bit. Alicia says, Kelsey, do you feel better about, yesterday you got everything off your chest? And then Kelsey says, like, she was being nice to Rosie, like she genuinely meant what she said. And Rosie's like, but that was a backhanded compliment. And Kelsey's just not getting it. Kelsey's like, no, like I was being nice. And Rosie's like, oh, okay, well, it didn't feel good. Kelsey says she doesn't know who Rosie is because something's always changing. And then Kelsey did this interview with Carlos King, and she said that Rosie was digging up dirt on the girls before they started filming. And so basically, like she don't fuck with Rosie. So Rosie's like, look, if you don't like me, that's fine. Like, it's fine, whatever. And then Liz comes in. She's like, you know, you came in and you can obviously tell that there's something wrong with you. You can see on your face, like, you know, you're upset. And she's like, you know, if I feel bitchy, like I can't just sit here and not say how I feel. And then while she's saying that, Alicia jumps in and she's like, it's like Sasha Fierce. Like, you know, you have this persona. And then Liz gets on her. She's like, Alicia, like, let me finish my thought first, please. Let me finish. And I'm like, Now, I thought Alicia and Liz, like, grew up together. But later on, I found out that Joellen and Alicia went to school together. And I'm like, well, if they went to school together, there's no way that they went to school. She went to school with Liz. I thought they were like, they like grew up like, you know, childhood together. I think they just, their families like really know each other. Like they're super, super close. That's what she meant by that. So, you know, and then Liz says that she, you know, she loves Alicia, but, you know, she just wants to get thought out sometimes. But, oh, there was something to that. There was something to that. And I can't wait to see how that plays out later on in the season or season 2 because our girls did get renewed for a season 2. Absolutely. It's giving very much Salt Lake City, and I'm here for it. Oh yeah, and then Ashley starts crying. She starts crying. She's like, I just feel really bad for Rosie. And I love Ashley. I don't care. I don't care what anyone says. I love Ashley. So they go upstairs and Joellen tells Kelsey, like, listen, maybe you should just talk to Rosie, okay? And in the confessional, Kelsey's like, if I tried to get Rula and Joellen to talk, like, it wouldn't happen. So I don't know why Joellen's doing this. But Rosie and Kelsey end up talking and they just, you know, they sort of squash their beef. They're like, listen, Kelsey says, sometimes my delivery comes off a little bit too strong and you know and that's just like the way that I am. And then Rosie said, like, I just want to get along with everyone. If I didn't want to get along with you guys, like, I wouldn't be here. Like, let's just, like, I can move forward. And they decide to move forward. As they're talking, we have Ashley on the other side of the room listening to what they're saying, and it's pretty funny. So the activities for today is a water slide out in the yard and a boat ride later on. So Joelle and Alicia, they decide to go for a walk. And the rest of the ladies, they got a blow up, like a huge, like, you know, water slide. So on this walk, they start talking about Joellen and what she went through when she was a teenager. Remember, her mom sent her away. So, come to find out, her sister actually went before her. And Joellen went away 3 times. I think it was like middle school and 9th grade. And Alicia said, yeah, like we all know that you and Jenny kind of like left in the middle of the school year, but no one like knew what happened. And then Joellen's like, well, yeah, like I had to, like my mom sent me away. She said that, like she had boobs and like, I think she got like some male attention. Her mom just like was not having that and sent her away. Like she thought she was going to be like a hoe basically. And her mom sent her away. And she said that it was awful. It was so, so awful. And she said that she was suicidal. She said she would have rather died than be with her mom. Like it was deep, you know. And oh God, you just feel so bad. You feel so bad for her that she had to go through this not once, not twice, but 3 separate times. And the only reason why that she went back, I believe, is because the state wanted to keep her, and her mom was like, no. And like, oh, you're better now, and like brought her home. So yeah, she's gone through a lot, and she obviously has mommy issues. Her mom seems not the best. And I feel very badly for both Joellen and Jen. I really do. And I hope they can heal. That's a lot of trauma, y'all. That is a lot of trauma. Poor thing. Oh my God. And then Alicia, she breaks down because she talks about her dad. And then she's like, maybe that's why I don't want to get married, because her dad up and left. And, she starts crying. The girls hug it out. They're there for each other, But then during this is when I find out that Alicia went to school with Jen and Joellen. So, yeah, a very, very emotional scene. Yeah, God, I just feel so bad for her. I really do. So they get back into the car and they're like, let's check up on Rula. Rula is sick. She's sick. She's not doing well. And then we go see what she's up to. You guys. Okay, so Rula didn't come on this little castle trip because she was sick to the point where she felt like she was gonna die. The rescue had to come. She couldn't walk, she couldn't do this, she couldn't do that. She felt just awful. Couldn't even lift her head up, can't even talk. She had to go to an emergency room. They ran tests, CAT scans, this and that, whatever. And they said that maybe she had a virus and they couldn't pinpoint which virus it was. And then she's in bed in full glam. Beat to the gods. Hair done. Okay. And we have, what's his name? Brian, making her tea. Got the kids drawing her pictures. This is like the most stage fucking scene ever, you guys. It was actually painful to watch. The kids are drawing her photos because, their mom almost died, right? And he's bringing her tea. They come to the room and she has her sick voice on. Oh, thank you guys so much. Oh, thank you. The kids give her the photos. And Brian sits on the bed, starts talking to her, and he's like, you sad that you missed out on the trip? She's like, no, like I needed to be here. Yeah, you needed to be here. Because, if you were gone for a day and a half, that little wandering piece of shit husband you have would have been with the mistress. Oh, she probably would have been all up in your bed, the bed you're sitting in now. She would have been taking pictures in there. She already took pictures around your pool house in your backyard. She would be up and there would be just the headboard and her smiling, probably wearing your fucking pajamas too, Rula. So yeah, maybe good thing you didn't go because you would have got embarrassed the hell out of on TV again. Yeah, so it was what a scene. What a scene, you guys. Now we're back at the castle, the water slide. We got Ashley, Rosie, and Kelsey. They're having a great time. Liz, she's like, not doing it. I'll just take pictures. Then here comes the butlers, y'all. Butlers, shirtless, whatever. They start doing a water slide. The girls are, talking to them, whatever. Ashley's like, no. Like, my husband's hot. I have no interest in these men. Kelsey and Rosie, they're talking to guys, whatever. Liz is like looking like, no, I'm not doing this. Y'all have fun. She leaves. So Liz is saying she's too old for this. She's not about to sit here and talk to a bunch of 20-something-year-old men. Like she's not gonna do it. And you know what? I agree. I agree with her. To me, I'm too old for that too. To be going down water slides with 20-year-old men and like flirting with them, especially on camera. No, I'm not doing that. And I'm 33. Do you guys know I've been saying that I'm 34 for the past like half year? I just stopped saying it like a couple of months ago. I don't know why I have aged myself up, but I've been telling people that I'm 34. I'm 33. I turn 34 next month. I'm a Cancer. But yeah, I've been aging myself up. You know what? Because I think 33 is such an ugly number. Like when I was 32, that's such a pretty number. Like how old are you? 32? That's so pretty. I think, you know what? I think I don't know why I was saying 34 when I'm basically mid 30s now. Oh God, I hate thinking about it. I hate it. But like I'm like Liz, actually I act like I'm 50 something years old anyways. Like I go to bed, like I'm in bed, guys, 8 o'clock. Pajamas on, skincare done, teeth brushed, 8 o'clock. Last night I was watching Pretty Woman in my pajamas, my little matching pajama set. And I was happy. And I had little Snicker bars too, like on my little nightstand. I was happy. I was so happy at a Snickers bar. And then before that, I had some charcuterie. Like it was just like some pickles, some chips, and like some pepper crusted salami. So good. And then the Snickers bar right afterwards. A nice cold glass of water. Pretty Woman on. Lights were dimmed. My little dog, she was right next to me, knocked out. It was like the most perfect night. I love being a grandma. I really do. And I'm going to be this way until like forever. But yeah, me at the age of 33 in bed, 8 o'clock, couldn't be happier. Anyways, I feel for Liz. So Ashley comes up to Liz and is like, hey, I'm just like, checking on you because Liz went back in the house. She's like, I'm just checking on you, And she's like, I'm fine, It's just, this is a lot. It's a lot, and it's not for me. And now she's like, okay, yeah, I just want us to like get along. It's like, I want you to like me. And Liz is like, I do like you, Ashley. Like, I like you. And low-key, I do think Liz likes Ashley. Like, Ashley is so harmless. She's so harmless. I feel like me and Ashley could be friends. Like, she's like, who wouldn't want to, like, if you don't like Ashley, like, there's something wrong with you, really. But Liz is like, no, Ashley, like, I like you. It's just like that thing. It wasn't for me. So Joellen and Alicia, they come back. They come back and Kelsey's like in the sun. And Alicia's like, are you spray tanning? And I'm like, oh God. Alicia. And then I think Kelsey like gets stung on her ass by a bee. Her bathing suit was like super cute though. Body incredible and immaculate. Okay, Kelsey she looks incredible. Yeah, so they all get ready to go in for the boat. On the way to the boat, Ashley is on the phone with, I forgot to mention this. Ashley's kid is sick, Dawson. He's sick. And she mentioned this in the beginning of the episode. It's like when he starts coughing, he freaks out, whatever. But Jared's away, and so her mom's taking care of him. So on the ride over to the boat, Ashley is, she's on the phone, and like Dawson's like crying. And she's tells her mom, like, I'll call you back in like another hour. So, like, we get to the boat, and, like, 10 seconds later, Ashley's crying. She says that her dad said he needs to go to the emergency room, and her dad is a doctor. And if her dad says we need to go to ER, she's leaving. She got to get off the boat. So she's, like, crying, and, like, this is very much reason to cry and leave. Listen, if I got a call saying that my dog is sick, I'm dropping everything. I can't imagine how it'd be with an actual human. Like, I would probably swim to shore if my kid needed me. So, Ashley, you go ahead. Everyone's so understanding. Like, girl, go. You can cry, whatever. Just go take care of your kid. So the ladies are sitting around, they're talking, and then Kelsey says, here's some tea, you guys. Kelsey says to Joellen, I think you had sex with my ex on a boat. And Joellen's like, what? And in a confessional, she's like, no, it wasn't on a boat. It was on land. And like Kelsey was telling the story about how, yeah, her ex said that she was so loud and this and that, whatever. And then was it something about a brother? Who had sex with the brother? I forget, but the producers asked Joellen, who is better in bed? The ex or the brother? And Joellen says, well, Kelsey would know that. What are you trying to say, Joellen? Are you trying to say that Kelsey, she slept with the brother and the ex? You know what? Honestly, it probably is true. I mean, I feel like there's a shortage of men in Rhode Island. I feel like they all just they just pass these men around, and it doesn't seem to be a big deal. Oh, and also, while they were getting on the boat, Joellen asked, like, the captain, I guess, of the little small boat, is he single? He said, yeah. She's like, okay, I need to find a man for my sister. And they show a flashback of Joellen's sister, Jen, saying that, she's single because, like, she hasn't found anyone like Gary. And I just think that is, like, the weirdest thing. Like, is no one else concerned about that? That's a Willie. I was gonna say really wild to end up saying Willie. A really wild thing to say. Like, I would never say that. Like, I don't have a sister, I have a brother. But Like, even, like, my cousins who are like my sister, I would never in my life say that, "Oh, yeah, like, I haven't gotten married yet because I'm waiting for someone like, this guy." Who the fuck says that? Who says that? It's weird. I hope they address this at the reunion. Okay. Okay, but, like, the only thing else that happens on the boat is Joellen and Kelsey talk, and Alicia and Rosie talk, and Rosie called not Rosie. Alicia called Rosie Lindsay. She forgot her name. Anyways, they talk and they just talk about the Kelsey situation, and they just say that they feel, like a lot better about what was said, and they hope to move on, which is crazy because the next episode, Rosie calls Kelsey a slam pig, not slut pig, a slam pig. I don't know what that is, but I will be finding out and tuning in on Sunday. But the most dramatic part of this episode was, and the juiciest part, was they get home, right? They go back to the castle, and they all put on their little pajamas, whatever. We have Joellen on the balcony. It's like warm lighting, kind of dark. She's on the balcony. She looks distraught, okay? Like, she doesn't know what to do. Come to find out, she tells Liz this information. She says that she has proof of Brian and the mistress. Now, Joellen is not going to let this go, and I'll be honest, I probably wouldn't either if Brian got up to my job, tried to get me fired. Come to find out, Joellen did on the interview that Brian actually did get fired. She got fired, but she got hired somewhere else. So yeah, I would be trying to make Brian's life a living hell every chance I get. Absolutely. And I'm going to put it on national television. I do not blame Joellen one bit. Okay. So she tells Liz that she got this video and it's of Brian and the mistress. Liz looks at it. She's like, oh, there's no denying that. So all the ladies, they gather. And by the way, Alicia is wearing like the cutest pajama set. It is so freaking cute. I've seen this on other people before, but I'm like, I need this. I need this badly. I Googled it. It was a lot of expensive options. And I'm like, you know what? I feel like I could find this at Marshall's. Like something easily like this at Marshall's. So I will be going to Marshall's pretty soon, maybe tomorrow, to find it because it's so cute. So yeah, they all sit around and they're like, Joellen, what's wrong? Like, you look shooken up. And then Liz says, release the hounds. Like, it's about Brian, Rula, the mistress. So Joellen sits in between, Rosie and Alicia. She sits on the couch. They're looking. We see a video. It says August 7th. It was like 2 days before the polo match. And there's like the mistress did a timestamp on the fucking video. Like, she loves being the side girl, huh? I just don't think I would be comfortable just being the other woman like this. But again, the mistress, they say she's crazy. She's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but she like enjoys this shit. Like, get some self-respect. You too, Brian. And also maybe like you too, Rula. Like, come on. So yeah, there's like, it says the date, whatever, and it is a video of not Rula, dear God. The mistress and Brian, he got his arms around her. They're hugging. They're kissing. You can't deny this. And so they're like, we need to tell Rula. And then Joellen's like, look, I'm tired of being the one that tells her. And then Rosie asked her, like, how did you get this video? And she says that one of her friends sent it to her. She said Rula wanted proof, so this is proof. But she's tired of being the one to tell Rula. And they basically all like silently agree that Alicia needs to be the one to tell Rula. And then we leave it off there. That was the episode. And it was a good episode. I will not lie. Let's rate it. I'm going to go ahead and give it a 7. It wasn't as good as the rest of the episodes have been. But also, it wasn't like how last episode was, which I didn't think last episode was a good episode. But yeah, I'll give it a 7. Not a lot happened. We got some juicy scoop at the end. But I understand not every episode we need to spill tea, but we did get something juicy. Joellen, talked about her traumatic childhood. So, it was a good episode. So, Yeah, thanks for listening to me yap about this, you guys. I would say see you in Beverly Hills, but it's over. It is over. So this is the only housewife show running, but I will be doing a Housewives update video because we got stuff to talk about. A whole list of new shows came out and renewing shows, and I think that we may be recapping some of them. Like there was like Next Gen, and you guys, I think I'm just too old to recap that. I'm too old. I'm not saying that like I feel like I'm better. Like no, I'm genuinely too old for this. Like I they're like kids, so I would feel uh just like I just feel like I'm just too old. Like I'm such a millennial and they're just Gen Z. Like, like I'm too old for this. So I don't think I can recap it without sounding like a grandma. Remember, I'm in bed at 8 o'clock watching Pretty Woman. These kids they're getting ready for the club at 10 o'clock. Like I can't. I just can't do it. But I will be doing a Housewives update episode because we got shit to talk about, y'all. Dorit's house is going up for auction in like next week. Like next week, her house is up for auction. Yeah. And remember my Beverly Hills video? I went over her finances, and that was just briefly, okay? So we'll get into that on my Housewives update video. We got some Potomac stuff going on. Is it Orange County? We've got some Orange County ultimate girls road trip stuff. Yeah, so we got some stuff to talk about finally. So I will be doing that. That being said, again, thank you for listening to me yap, and I'll see you in our Housewives update video. And if I don't see you there, I'll see you back in Rhode Island. Bye.